Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike here from Arizona, and I'm just doing an update video. The update is, if you guys have been following me on social media, or Facebook, or Instagram, or even on my website, and as far as eBay goes, you might notice that we added guppies into our lineup of things for sale. Like right here is an example of some red Tuxedo Guppies, male and female, in this tank. In here we have some blue Moscows, just males though, and then we have some regular endlers, assorted koi endlers and stuff, but the blue Moscow males are in here. Over here we had some blue deltas, as well as obviously have beta fishing with them. So as you guys can see, guppies and beta fish do pretty good together, mostly in a heavily planted tank, and that's actually part of the reason of why I'm doing this video. I get a lot of questions on what kind of fish could I put together in a 20-gallon tank, and that's exactly what I'm using here, is 20-gallon longs. And I also asked, well, what kind of plant should I use, because should I use planted aquarium to separate the fish, kind of? And I believe that's the best idea. So let me give you a couple examples of some really easy plants that you guys can use to have a nice planted aquarium and be able to keep multiple fish like guppies and beta fish together, and you know, other things. You could do cories as well, and like in here I have some plecos at the bottom. But so let's start with this one. So apongitome bulbs are really good. As you can tell, these are Madagascar lace plants, and the way they grow are literally just like, they just kind of ravel around each other after a while. They need a lot of room to grow, but this actually works out really well for guppies. As you can see here, I don't have any of them potted in dirt or anything like that, and they're all sprouting, they're all doing great, no problems. As you can see right there, there's some fry hanging out, but literally this is like one of the best scenarios you can do. It's really easy. Just need daylight running bulbs. I don't dose anything in here. This is strictly just you know, the conditioned water and the daylight running bulb, and these things sprout, they thrive, they get huge. They actually do really good in dirty tanks. As you can see, look at the roots coming off of these bulbs. So we have Madagascar lace plant in here. I have some alvaceous bulbs. These ones just sprouted, so they're kind of small. So those are good that you can do with guppies. Another one here, this is also another bulb plant, and these are red Tiger Lotus. Again, as you can tell, there's no substrate here. And I mean, look at the root systems on these things. I mean, they're all looking for dirt, but they're not getting any. But you can see you got some red coloration if you want to add some color too, but they grow quite large and they spread around your tank, which is pretty good. But you can see right here that the fish absolutely love swimming through it. They do just fine with the betta fish, and all because of the plants. Another thing that I like to do too is, like, especially with this tank, I float a lot of my Anubius when I first get it in, because a lot of Anubius, the way it's grown out of the water. Sometimes it is grown submerged, but a lot of the ones that I get when they first come in are actually growing out of the water. So I'll float them so they actually have more CO2 from the tops of the water. But Anubius does really good, and again, you have all these rhizomes, so if you do happen to float these, you have plenty of places for fry to hide and stuff. And it's also a very easy plant to use when you do have a planted tank. Now you can tie the Anubius to wood. You can somewhat, you don't bury the rhizome, but you can somewhat bury the roots in the dirt. But as long as you keep this green part, this rhizome part above the dirt, you're perfectly fine. But that's a great plant right there. Another one right here, this is actually really good for fry, is this guppy grass. Now I do want to have a disclaimer here. Guppy grass is actually not legal in every state, but if you are able to get your hands on it, this is the best for guppies in general, because it literally gives plenty of places of for fry to hide, and you can have the best possible outcome. As you can see, this fry right there, but you can have the best possible outcome with getting the most fry out of your tank, because they have so many places to hide from the adult fish trying to eat them. That's definitely the best ways that I would say to go, especially if you have a 20-gallon tank, you want to get a bunch of fish together. I mean, look, there's no fighting going on here. Here's a red racer snail. Let me get that to focus. Be a red racer snail. No fighting going on here whatsoever. And we got betta fish, we have guppies, you know, and there we have plecos with guppies and stuff, and everything goes pretty good. But that's kind of my update for today, guys. And that's what I really wanted to talk about, because I do get that question over and over again on my website and people who send me private messages. But you guys have a great day. Please comment, please like. If you have not done so, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.